Well, hey there team, and welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to a little bit more Hardspace Shipbreaker. We're on part 3 of our STARGAZER breakdown, specifically the ASTRAL WOYTOWICH. Well, I'm never going to be able to pronounce it, and since I'm batch recording these, you guys are probably going to correct me on the first episode, and I'm not going to find out till forever. But so it goes. Anyway, so we're going to continue on. Oh, don't freak me out with these warnings. Continue. That's fine. Let's go. We're looking pretty good so far. Alright, so that's still sort of towing along. Now, I did send a thing of coolant into the Oblivion. I wonder if that's it there. Let's count them, because there were 4 canisters. 1, 2, 3, 4. There you go. The game sort of, I think, rescued it a little bit. I might even tether it in. Just because I get worried with the coolant.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
Wonder why you're red.
Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
Anyway, doesn't matter. Not really. Okay, cool. So, yeah, we can get that. Easy metal. We won't have to get all the nanocarbon in the end, which is wonderful. We might as well finish up the coolant situation.
Processing valuable object. Credits awarded.
How do you feel about that? I think you might be able to get away with bashing 1 coolant container. Oh, look at that. 3.
Deposit accepted. Credits
Yeah, I think
transferred.
there's actually another one around the reverse side. It's a bit generous, actually. Okay.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
Heatsink. Yeah, so there he is there. And the airlock's in the way on this side. That's sort of what I was thinking about, was taking it out that way. But this superstructure's giving me all sorts of fucking headaches. Because it seems, the top seems to pinch really hard together and create... we've talked about the sort of, the friction dynamic in this game. And it's interesting actually, I sort of stated my case about why I didn't like it, but I remember a commenter pointing out that if they didn't have that, well, you'd have all sorts of problems, because you don't have like a dynamic sort of deformation model in this game. Like, you would have noticed none of the metal twists or anything like that. Like, I've obviously served on some pretty humongous warships in my time, right? Even though we don't get into that very much, but I'm telling you, it doesn't even have to be that large a ship. You can stand on the quarterdeck and you can just look forward and you will see the ground twisting. Or whatever you want to call it, the deck, like just twisting unbelievably. It depends on the sort of swell and the sea state that you're standing on at the time, but like you'll see the deck ahead of you up the other end of the ship just disappear as you sort of go up and down. It's like a roller coaster. You would have no idea how much ships deform just traveling along. So everything's very rigid in this, but like, imagine, they already have the particles sort of, it's almost voxel level, the way that the particles generate in it. Well, voxel, it's still a standard unit measurement from what I understand, right? But in this, it's a deformation, like if you blow up a wall or whatever, it blows into lots of different size bits. So that whole system is what bricks all the optimization for everyone's computers in this game. I'd hate to see it have like proper Newtonian driven fucking deformation. That'd be cool. But also, I think it would be foreign to some people if you really saw all of it warping like a lot. I think some people would actually have a hard time getting their head around how much metal actually can warp. Well, not even warp, like flex. Like, it's not necessarily like permanent plasticity. You know, it's not like it's actually bending and not coming back to the original shape. just the amount of play that these large structures will quite often have in them, I think would actually boggle someone's mind if you saw it in real life. Because the first time I saw it, like, we're talking the tonnage of a ship, it's insane. But I mean, the one thing I can think of, maybe, because I know we've got some engineers that watch and all that sort of stuff, or people that have worked in that sort of industry, working on things like bridges and all that sort of stuff, the warping that comes with that territory is unbelievable. The amount that bridges warp and shrink and expand in the heat is actually, it will scare you from standing on a bridge. But yeah, anyway, so what I'm saying is everything pinches together and holds tight with a really rigid sort of collision system. I say friction, but I doubt they have an actual sort of like a frictional coefficient component. I think they just pinch up against each other. All right, so, yeah, so that's just how it's got to be, I think. Salvage mechanical. We haven't quite got all the nanocarbon. And for the most part, I've pulled off the stuff that's the cleanest and easiest. Like this front section won't come away without us carving up the cockpit. Now, is this firm against the airlock? It is. I wonder if that'll do it for the nanocarbon. I have a feeling it won't. But we could use that big chunk at the back as well. It'd be a bit of help. All right, look, I'm going to go find this data drive.
Credits deposited.
Oh, no, that's a computer terminal. No way it's in the cockpit after we vented it. What do we reckon it is? Unless, like, when we vented out here, maybe it got burnt up and destroyed. Remember I salvaged one? I mean, is there a chance that it was in the outer sort of section? Where is it? Oh, look at this. That is interesting. Lucky we had a good look for it, eh? Alright. What was the other thing? Data bank, right? Is it these? Are these? No. Computer terminal. What is a data bank in this? Storage bin, electric computer, furniture. Oh, it's these things. Ah. Geez, lucky we didn't blow them up. I'm sure we could just burn this out, right?
Salvage destroyed. Please revisit your training.
Ah, my training. The problem with tearing them off like that, I find, is that they can collide with their neighbor. The reason I'm doing it with... Did that hit something on the way down?
Deposit accepted.
Hang on.
Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
Bugger. So I think what that did was it sparked to maybe thruster fuel or O2 sitting on the walls. Oh no. So all the siding is flammable, but I don't think this is anything important that we need to salvage. And these all managed to get out of there uncut as well, which is insane. Alright, so that's a little bit unfair. What did it exactly spark to? Yeah, and they exploded. Okay, cool. So we'd have to isolate the area. I mean, unless...
Raw material processed. Credits deposited.
One of them didn't make it.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
Oxygen reserves are low. Reminder, asphyxiation can lead to missed salvage quotas.
Fuck! Data banks, man. Oh, okay. That's interesting. We're gonna have to come up with a system for dealing with those.
Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
I wonder how much they were worth, too.
Oxygen levels stabilizing.
Alright. Computer terminals. Yeah, those data things are
Deposit accepted.
touchy.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied. Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
Time is winding down, Cutter. Dig deep and let's finish strong.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
Okay.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
Mechanical. Oh, please don't. Okay. Yeah, right. Okay, cool. Not much more we can do about that. Oh, jeez. Those bloody data banks, they were tricky. Because they spark and, you know, trying to get them out of there in a hurry got them destroyed in the end. So I guess you just got to find a way to isolate them. You know what we could probably do is I could remove that entire wall panel from the structure and carry it out. Sort of like the Cadbury chocolate block way that I've done, what do you call? Seats in station hoppers. That might be a smart move. Big brain, look at that. Using the old square head appropriately. Okay, cool, well we got through that. Geez, we are getting the LT, there's no denying that. And we're chipping up a little bit of money as well. Okay, cool, things are going well, progress is strong. I guess we're gonna go into the 4th shift and it's gonna be touch and go whether we get the whole thing done on this last shift. I'm curious. Because that's the one thing I wonder about. I worry about sort of having to do a bloody half shift at the end sort of thing. Anyway, okay, cool. Team, thanks again for joining me. We might just leave it there for the time being and I'll catch you guys on the next one.